Organically grown coffee activates your health defenses, lights up your immune system, lowers inflammation, cuts off the blood supply to cancer. That those who drank 2 to 3.5 cups of coffee per day had a 30% lower risk of all-cause mortality. Hi, Dr. William Li here, physician, scientist, and author of the New York Times bestselling book, Eat to Beat Disease. Your body has everything that you need to stay fit, prevent disease, and recover from illness.
Dr. William Li, a renowned physician and researcher in the field of angiogenesis, has been uncovering the hidden powers of everyday foods and drinks. And coffee? It's topping the charts as a super drink with the ability to not just protect against disease, but also help kill cancer cells. Let's break it down.
I'm back with some new research about foods that can boost your body's health defense systems. Just this past Monday, a study was published in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine of 171,000 people in their 50s living in the United Kingdom, and it showed that those who drank 2 to 3.5 cups of coffee per day had a 30% lower risk of all-cause mortality. That means death from any cause. The people came from a database called the UK Biobank that has 500,000 people participating, and the study took place over 9 years. So what's in coffee that is so beneficial for health? Coffee has a natural chemical called chlorogenic acid that does a lot of things. It improves your blood flow, stimulates your own stem cells to help your organs regenerate. It improves the gut microbiome, which lowers inflammation and improves metabolism. It's an antioxidant, and chlorogenic acid also improves your immune system. What's even more interesting is that organic coffee has more chlorogenic acid than conventionally grown beans. I mean, I drank coffee when I was in college, probably not very good coffee. But then when I lived in Italy for a short time on a gap year after college, I really learned what coffee was all about, and good coffee, and how the different ways of brewing it, and how to drink it, and when to drink it. And I also learned something about the role that coffee can play in enhancing your life. So most of it, of course, when I was in medical school, I drank a ton of coffee. But so most of us think of coffee as sort of a morning brew, right? Either you make it yourself in a pot, or you go by the drive-through to pick up something and you get a little hit of caffeine and it wakes you up. All true, okay? And for me, I appreciate that, but I learned to appreciate the taste of coffee, which is actually quite sophisticated. And as I sort of was learning more and more about my research, through my research on what's in coffee that's good for you, the caffeine, that can give you a little hit, a little surge, and that would be the reason why I wouldn't drink coffee late at night, because that could disturb my ability to get good quality REM sleep. When you disturb your sleep, your immune system suffers. Even your gut microbiome actually suffers if you don't get good sleep. During good quality sleep, your body renews itself, regenerates itself. And so if you drink a ton of coffee late night, and you don't have this pull-in all-nighter, pretty much you're disrupting your sleep, and therefore disrupting the rejuvenation, the renewal, the rebooting of your body's health defenses. So I don't drink coffee really, really late. But actually, caffeine is only part of the story. It turns out that there's other amazing bioactive natural chemicals found in coffee. One of them is called chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid actually is made by the coffee plant. Okay, and so coffee bean is a plant-based food. It grows on a tree, coffee tree, and Mother Nature made chlorogenic acid as part of the coffee plant's self-defense system. So when bugs and pests nibble on the coffee leaves and stems, the plant views that as an assault, as an attack, and the little nibbles actually are wounds. So the coffee tree is getting wounded, and it makes more chlorogenic acid to drive away the pests. It's kind of a natural pesticide, and it's a wound healing response. All right, so that chlorogenic acid is therefore more present in organically grown coffee. Okay, now what does chlorogenic acid do in your body? Well, chlorogenic acid activates your health defenses, lights up your immune system, lowers inflammation, cuts off the blood supply to cancer, helps to pull out and protect stem cells, and is also good for your gut health. So all of a sudden you got another grand slammer, right? Coffee. But now we know that when you compare organically grown coffee with conventionally grown coffee with pesticides, the organic has like 3 times more chlorogenic acid for that pest nibbling property that I talked about. If you use pesticides, hey, it doesn't need to make as much because, some factory chemical that you did the job for it. And so here's an example now where I learned that if I'm actually able to drink coffee that I grind myself from the bean, and I choose an organic coffee, which I happen to do more and more now because of this new research, I know I'm going to get more chlorogenic acid, which is actually better for my health.
Coffee isn't just your morning wake-up call. It's a globally beloved beverage, cherished by millions for its rich flavor and stimulating effects. Beyond the energy boost, did you know that coffee also brings a plethora of health benefits to the table? From antioxidants to a reduced risk of certain diseases, there's plenty of reasons to enjoy a daily cup. Let's talk about living longer. Studies show that coffee drinkers often enjoy a longer lifespan. Regularly sipping on coffee has been linked to a reduced risk of many serious illnesses, including heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and kidney disease.
First reason is that coffee slows down cellular aging. If you want to actually be in the moment and not speed up your aging, it turns out that coffee can actually do that. And this has been studied in human subjects drinking coffee. 1 to 3 cups a day of drinking coffee has been shown to slow down the burn rate of your telomeres. These are the caps at the end of your DNA that burn down like a fuse that reflect how fast you're actually aging. It's kind of the timer that gets started from the time you're born, and the older you are, the fuse starts to shrink. Drinking coffee slows that process down. And all you got to do to get that effect is to drink anywhere from 1 to 3 cups of coffee a day. I easily meet that level myself.
One study even found that coffee drinkers had a 20% lower risk of death over a 20-year period. So, your daily coffee habit might just help you live a longer, healthier life.
Second reason that you actually want to drink coffee is that coffee actually protects stem cells in your body. Now, our stem cells live in our bone marrow, and they come out into our bloodstream to repair us from the inside out. Happens all the time. But as we get older, our stem cells are a little bit less vigorous than when we're younger. And a lot of things can affect this, including oxidative stress from the environment and just simply aging. And so one of the things that coffee does is it acts as a shield to our stem cells so they can actually keep on working as robustly and vibrantly as possible, regenerating us from the inside out.
He holds a favorable perspective on coffee and its health advantages. He states that coffee is rich in chlorogenic acid, an anti-angiogenic bioactive compound. This implies that it operates in the body to restrict the blood supply to tumors, preventing their growth.
Third reason to have coffee every day is that coffee improves our metabolism. Coffee contains something called chlorogenic acid, and chlorogenic acid activates our metabolism. And the way it does it is by stimulating the production of brown fat. And we've got different kinds of fat in our body. There's white fat that's wiggly and jiggly, and brown fat that's wafer thin. And one of the things that brown fat can do is get turned on like a space heater. And when it turns on like a space heater, it's a process called thermogenesis. And coffee turns on thermogenesis. And you know why thermogenesis in brown fat is useful? Because the brown fat will be triggered and it'll burn down the harmful white fat, the visceral fat. So good fat fights bad fat, and coffee actually makes that happen. So you actually get more energy and it increases your metabolism. The other thing it does is actually helps you lose body fat, and you can actually lose weight that way. And studies have been done to show that drinking up to 4 cups of coffee a day can actually help you lose body fat. In fact, up to about 8 pounds of body fat over about 6 months or so. Not a huge amount by itself, but every little bit counts, especially when it's actually burning away your harmful white fat.
Several studies have shown that caffeine can boost metabolic rate by 311% and increase fat burning by up to 10% in obese individuals and 29% in lean people. Coffee is one of the biggest sources of antioxidants in the Western diet. These powerful compounds help fight free radicals in the body, reducing oxidative stress and lowering the risk of chronic diseases.
Another thing that coffee does is it's anti-inflammatory. So chlorogenic acid in coffee is very anti-inflammatory. We know that inflammation is the root cause for a lot of the diseases of aging. And so coffee, enjoy your cup of joe, actually helps you enjoy the rest of your days longer and better because it actually chills out inflammation as well.
Studies have shown that regular coffee consumption is linked to a reduced risk of several types of cancer, including liver and colorectal cancer. This is due to the anti-inflammatory properties of the antioxidants found in coffee.
And finally, coffee improves gut health. It turns out that when you drink coffee, the coffee chemicals actually get down into your gut, and it protects our gut microbiome. It shifts the gut microbiome into a healthier state, so you've got better neighborhoods of gut bacteria. And as you know, better gut health is better overall health because our gut bacteria lower inflammation. And the way it does that is by releasing a metabolite called short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, SCFAs, that actually lower inflammation. And guess what? Drinking coffee helps your gut bacteria make more short-chain fatty acids, more SCFA. So these are all really great reasons why you would actually want to drink coffee every single day.
Coffee can enhance your gut microbiome, which subsequently aids in bolstering the immune system. Additionally, he indicates that coffee and tea can decelerate cellular aging, which might have favorable implications for gut health. So, there you have it. Coffee isn't just a comforting drink, it's a powerhouse beverage, with the potential to protect your body and even help fight cancer cells. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more tips for living your healthiest life. And let me know in the comments, how do you take your coffee? Until next time, stay healthy and stay caffeinated.